Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if this is working. I've had a mare of a morning trying to get the computer to work. Don't ask. Last night I was doing stuff and my computer froze, and then I went to bed, turned it off, obviously first, and then when I turned it on this morning, hard drive didn't want to work. So, but we're here now. That's the important thing. I've gone back to an emergency drive after much fucking around. Oh, wait a minute. Must change properties. There we go. That should fix it. If you hear any buzzing or anything, let me know. Because I might have got old options. I think that should be alright. I think I should be alright. I don't know. Shall we have a look at the news? Because I haven't had a chance because I've been piss-balling about with computers. That's why I bought a Mac. I didn't buy a Mac to piss-ball about with computers. I hate piss-balling around with computers. It annoys me. It irritates me. It stresses me out. Right. What have we got here? Oh, ISIS bride Shamima Begum has been barred from return to UK, as she's lost her most recent legal battle because she's had her British citizenship removed because she's a dual national. I think she's Bangladeshi as well. Again, off the top of my head, we can do that. It's good, isn't it? We can say, let Bangladesh deal with you. Again, she's an interesting character. I watched. They've been doing a rehabilitation of her character on the BBC. It was this very long, hour and a half documentary about her, and they go on about her being groomed and No, the better word is brainwashed. She's brainwashed. Now, yeah, okay, we bring her back. We can bring her back, but she'll have to be locked up for the rest of her life because, seeing that documentary, I believe she's a danger to the British public. I don't think she is a safe agent, and or we just don't bring her back. We leave her there. So those are the two options. That's my standpoint. We either leave her where she is because there's that idea that you made your bed, you lie in it, or let the Bangladesh government deal with her. Or we lock her up for the rest of her life. That'd be the condition. We say to her, yeah, you can come back, but you will have a life sentence for treason. And I love the way they use grooming. Like it bears any similarity to the things that have happened in Rochdale and places like that. She went there of her own free will because she thought she'd be part of an Islamic utopia. There we go. Meanwhile, there's growing anger in Spain over the EU tourist tax. The Costa del Sol has launched an attack on Brussels. Not literally. That sounds a bit like superlatives being thrown around. But yeah, tourism leaders on the Costa del Sol are totally against the idea of the new tax. We talked about it on, was it Monday? €7. Yeah, it's the European Travel Information Authorization System tax. It's a big one. ETIAS. The President of Touring and Planning of Costa del Sol and Malaga Provincial Council, Francesco Salado, has spoken out. He says, leave tourism alone. He said during a press conference. Tourism works very well on its own. He says, stop inventing. Every time you introduce a product, we do it because we improve tourism quality, and in the end, an imposition does not improve the quality. What it does is put a cost on the final product and make us less competitive. The EU is always inventing how to put new taxes on municipalities. That's what they do. That's one of the things the EU does, is figure new ways to screw money out of, anything it sees, whether it's tourism or companies, you name it. you name it. Or we have court news. These are feuding siblings. This is John Clitheroe and his sister Sue Bond. This is Mr. Clitheroe, and he's been in court because well, you know, why are they in court? They're arguing over a will. Yeah, it's an inheritance fight. Yeah, him and his sister clashed in court over the estate left by their mother, Jean Clitheroe, who died in 2017. Yeah, she wrote. Miss Clitheroe wrote her will while suffering from multiple delusions, including a false belief that her daughter had stolen her collection of Harry Potter books. So obviously she was a little bit, you know, yeah, happens when you get older. The mother left her assets valued between £450,000 and £670,000, and cut her out of the will, believing she'd frit away any inheritance. She left the bulk of her wealth to Mr. Clitheroe. But there was a legal challenge. Miss Bond took a challenge. The judge ruled that the last will and testament with the early one was invalid. Sorry, and reverted to the early one, and she was affected by insane delusions. Right, and that meant the warring siblings would share the mother's estate. But then Mr. Clitheroe challenged the ruling, right, and had his appeal dismissed. Right. Now he faces losing his home because he's going to have to pay court costs, mainly his sister's court costs, of over £500,000. This is just, you know, it's bonkers, isn't it? Just walk away. You know, what did you gain? You end up losing even more. Meanwhile, got health news. This is the Public Health Collaboration. Who? The PHC. It's a charity focused on informing and implementing health decisions. Never heard of them. But yeah, they reckon that food addiction is just as dangerous as being hooked on alcohol, tobacco, or drugs. Well, again, there's, you know, processed foods, high in sugar, salt. There's risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. But it's just making me sick. They label everyone with diabetes as the same. It's not true. It's not true. Vegetables. What was that, Layla? Did you hear something? Vegetables. Well, remember we was talking about vegetables, and then we had no tomatoes. Well, people who live in Spain, France, and Germany have been taunting us Brits because it's Brexit. Even Mick Hucknall, old cheesy knob himself, Mick Hucknall, has been showing us pictures of their displays. So, frozen vegetables. That's where it's at. Taunting us, they are. Taunting us. Taunting us. Look at them. But, wait a minute. This is a Tesco in Bristol. See? But they reckon that the supermarkets will start rationing. It's good, going back to post-war rationing. I love it. But see, oh, look at this in Paynton in Devon. Oh. Do you know why? Probably because people are panic buying. They've read the Daily Mail and they're panic buying. So yeah, but I reckon the issue could last for another week, possibly a fortnight. Meanwhile, this is a video on TikTok from Dr. Julie Smith. She's a clinical psychologist with a private practice in Hampshire. She has more than 4 million followers on TikTok. And she's going to tell you how, if you're being manipulated. There are 4 signs. This should be good. This should be good. Here she is. Here's the doctor. She's going to give us 4 signs you're being manipulated. I wonder what they are. Let's see. Number 1, they undermine relentlessly, or get you right where it hurts with a very personal attack. We talking about big nose. They then follow up something like, "I'm just saying, don't overreact. Stop overreacting about your big nose. It's as plain as the nose on your face." She adds that they do this not just once but repeatedly over time. Big nose? You're obsessed with your big nose. Just get over it. It's alright. So, number 2, they do things for you. Maybe even things you didn't ask them. And then use that as currency to get you to do what they want you to do. Make you a sandwich. Cup of tea, perhaps. There you go. So it appears every act of kindness seems to have strings attached. Well, that's just every relationship, isn't it? Isn't that every relationship? You do a favour, you get a favour back. Is that being manipulated? I thought that's what we did for each other. You know, we do nice things for the people we love, and then they do nice things in return. Is that manipulate? Oh God, I'm going to have to completely revise my relationship with the missus. I'm going to have to, she makes me a sandwich, I cook her dinner. Are we manipulating each other? Possibly. So there we go. But then the 3rd point is they might dismiss your problems and play up their own. They might say things, "Oh, you think you've got it bad? Try being me." I do that all the time. I say, "Oh, your feet hurt." Yeah. Don't talk to me about feet. Don't talk to me about feet. What about my back? What about me back? I'm old. I'm doing that all the time. I think I might be master manipulator. And the final point, Dr. Smith said that number 4 is playing the victim. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. You're always picking on me. Stop picking on me. They refuse to take responsibility for themselves and then ask you to do things for them that you wouldn't normally say yes to. Make us another sandwich. I don't know. I think it might be me. I think it might be me. I think I might be a master manipulator. I'm not sure. I'm confused. What else have we got? Meanwhile, let's have a look at some interesting food. Right, here we go. This is food created by Tatum Pardon. They're from London, and they've gone viral on TikTok. Shall we have a look at some of their food? It's quite nice. It's quite tasty. What do you think? Yeah? You like, look at that. I think I'll have some of that. Looks delicious. I feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight. Oh. Oi, oi, oi. Huh? Not for you? Oh. Roadkill, perhaps? No? Well, the secret is, right? Do you want to know what the secret? They're all cakes. See, look, that dead pigeon is a cake because Tatum Pardon is a student of fine art, and she creates weird looking cakes. She tries to create cakes that are as off-putting to eat as possible, and that's her gig. And here she is. She says she wants them to be her creations as disgusting as possible, and like I said, gone viral on TikTok over her amazing cakes. There we go. Can't do that one. Here we go. Hold on to your Roald Dahl book. Remember, this week they've been editing Roald Dahl, but don't worry. In France, they're not doing it. They said no. There you go. That was very good, wasn't it? But yeah, they reckon that if you hold on to your Roald Dahl books in the future, it could be worth a fortune, because people will be looking for unedited versions, and some have already hit eBay for crazy prices. Here you go. This is a signed first edition of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There you go. Put me down for 2. And here you go. It's just a bog standard version of Matilda. I think we got all these upstairs, missus, haven't we? We've got all these. That one's a signed one as well. We're sitting on a bloody fortune. A bloody fortune. This is it. This time next year, missus, we'll be millionaires. So there you go. You could. So we've had dog versus shark, bus driver versus cyclist. We've got a new one. This is woman versus 13-year-old girl. Can't see it too well, but this is on a bus, obviously. Yeah, this happened yesterday on a bus in Ealing. It's the X140 bus in Church Road in Northolt. Yeah. Apparently the woman punches and kicks a 13-year-old girl who's playing the music out loud and refused to turn it off. Can we see the full video? Let's have a look. Look at it. It's a bit hard to see. Beep. I'll bleep that out. But yeah, she's getting stuck in. Look at that. Bit of a butt cam, isn't it? Is that it? That's boring. I think yesterday's one's better. Mind you, the girl's sitting down, so you've always got an unfair advantage when someone's sitting down. There you go. Trick is, don't play your music loud on the bus. That's why they invented headphones. Meanwhile, in Russia, someone hacked the radio stations. They did, and they announced there's a threat of a missile strike. attention! No, it was just hackers. Yeah, and they also hacked TV stations and blacked out Vladimir Putin's keynote speech. You know, the one I mentioned where everyone looked a little bit nervous. So there you go. What else have we got? Oh, that's a good one. We've had balloons. Do you remember we had balloons? Well, now in Japan, this is on Enshu Beach, on the coastal city of Hamamatsu in Japan. This washed up. Wonder what it is. But they sent bomb disposal experts out to have a look at it. They worried it might have been a sea mine. I think that's a Storm Thorgerson design for a Pink Floyd album cover, isn't it? You think about it. Could have used that. I'm sure it's a hypnosis cover, isn't it? I wonder what it is. Yeah, some people believe it was actually a mooring buoy that had become detached. But yeah, but they're still not sure what it is. One man said he tried to push it, but it wouldn't budge. So, yeah. They're still examining. They said the orb wasn't of Chinese origin. Well, that's good, isn't it? You know, that's good. So I'm so pleased that it wasn't Chinese. Oh God! Can you spot the actor? I think I know it is just by his eyes. Here, missus, who's the actor? I'll give you a clue. He often says, well, hello. Yeah, it's Ewan McGregor, isn't it? Isn't it Ewan McGregor? Let's have a look. Am I right? Dun, dun. Oh, it's easier. You can spot him easier in this one. If I just zoom in. The angle of the face is better. You can see that it's definitely Ewan McGregor. See? There. I think we're stupid. Dun, dun, dun. See? I was right. It's Ewan McGregor. Do I get a prize? No. No prize. I still haven't got my birthday presents. I think Amazon are ignoring me. I'm very upset. Do, 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 do. Meanwhile, the rise of unmarried Brits continues. Oh, just think, they'll never know the joy of married bliss. Apparently a quarter to the proportion of adults who've never wed increases from a quarter to almost 4 in 10 in 30 years. Whereas 60% of those aged 30 to 34 now single. Is there a map? Yes, there is. We've got a little data map there. Language to there. I can hear voices. There you go. How do they afford to live on their own? That's the question. Anymore. I'm being distracted by children's voices outside. Oh God. TikTok, the latest debate. This is from TikToker Sam Dahl. And they were debating how to wipe themselves when they go to the toilet. Millions were shocked when they found out that I can't even believe people debate this, because it's obvious which way to wipe, you know. Do you wipe back to front or front to back? Well, it's obvious. You always wipe away. You don't wipe, especially women. You don't wipe. I mean, this is what they're talking about. And this is Sam Dahl who look, you can tell she's confused. She doesn't know what she's doing, because TikTok is the sound of their brain cells knocking together. Meanwhile, Starbucks in Italy have launched a new product. Their customers went, "Mamma mia!" We lost the have we lost the Italians? We've lost the Italians. The new Oleato range will add a spoonful of Patana cold pressed extra virgin oil, olive oil to Starbucks coffee. Yeah, here it is. It's a bit oily, but it went down smooth. I mean, really, but yeah, don't worry, it will be coming to the UK later in the year. Okay, olive oil in coffee. Okay, I've never ever guessed that. TV news, they've axed You've Been Framed because they reckon people have turned to social media and YouTube for their funny clips. I didn't know it was still going. I haven't watched it since Jeremy Beadle died, I'm afraid. So, yes. Meanwhile, we're going to Rio de Janeiro, and the very famous sign of Christ the Redeemer, you know, the big statue. Now look at this for a picture. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Touched by the hand of God. Yeah. That's cool. These are quite dramatic pictures, look at that. But yeah, lightning appeared to strike, and it looks like if you zoom in, it looks like it's coming out of his hand. Look. What? Isn't that amazing? That's pretty amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend two amazing stories together. So we've had Christ the Redeemer, but let's join Matt Arscombe, right? He's a 51-year-old furniture maker, and he was working on some wood, and he was adding some oil, you know, oil-based finish to the wood. When who did he discover? He discovered Jesus in the wood, staring blankly at him, poking his tongue out. That looks a bit more like Jerry Ewing, editor of Prog magazine. Oh well, never going to get any work with them anyway, so fuck them. Oh dear. What was we doing next? What are we doing next? Let's go back. And this is an interesting one. This is an Italian spa, right? Which has well, I don't know what you call this. It has various environmental simulations in one of its rooms, documented by TikTokers Henry Purchase and Robin Miller. And these rooms even simulate lightning, and it's like, this is at the QC Milano Spa in Milan. It's had 5 million likes. Who'd want to go and sit in there? You want to get away from the storm, surely. It can't be a good thing. How long have I done? Oh, I feel like I've... And we've got... this is the story of Tracy Kiss. She spent over £100,000 on her appearance. Yeah. She used to look like this. We've got before. Where's the before and after? Yeah. This is the before. Right, it says she's with her kids, right? And she spent £100,000 turning herself into this. I like the before better. That doesn't. It's not working. Looks like Yulbrella and Telly Savalas having an argument, or the guys from Right Said Fred, or me and Jason Statham, yeah, having an argument. No. I don't write any of this. I make it up. But she's decided to not have any more surgery, and she's got rid of her fake tan and her hair extensions, and she's gone back for a more natural look. This is news. This is bona fide news on the Daily Mail website. Again, yeah, this is what she used to look like when she was younger. Again, no need for any of this. What happens to people? Have we got any funnies? I don't know. Here we go. He was going to Lidl in Salford, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up the footage and hope that there's no advert, right? We're going to watch this footage together, yeah? Are you ready? Let's watch this footage. It's an argument, right? It's an argument going on in Lidl. You could say she's a Karen, and then she sees she's being filmed, right? See, there's an argument. Oh, she's giving it all that. She's really having a go at him. And he's saying, I'm just trying to do my job. That's what I imagine he's saying. Calm down, dear. Calm down, dear. But yeah. It's not looking good. I wonder what's going to happen. Uh-oh. Here comes the broccoli. Here comes the broccoli. Is she going to use the broccoli? Offensive weapon. Is she going to hit him with the broccoli? Oh. She scanned the broccoli. But what's going to happen? What happens next? This is a viral clip, and I don't understand. Why? She threw the broccoli. So, broccoli versus customer. That's a thing? Oh, that's boring, isn't it? That's boring. There weren't any animal stories, but I've got an old animal story from last week. We're going to John Blunt, right? He looks after the Ferrers Centre in Staunton Harold, right? That's on the borders of Derbyshire and Leicestershire, or Leicestershire, if you're from America. And he's got a peacock called Toby. Lovely peacock. Yeah? Lovely. Right? But now, because he used to wander the centre. Yeah. He used to wander around. It's an arts centre, arts and crafts centre. This place, Ferrers Centre's arts and crafts. Peacock used to wander around, but he took a little bit of a shine to a shiny black BMW parked on the site, and began to peck at it and strike at it, and ended up causing hundreds of pounds worth of damage to the BMW. So now Toby has to be locked up. He said, being my peacock and on my land, it was my responsibility, so now I'm faced with a bill for the damage. He said, but over time Toby's become an enormous attraction at the centre. He said that but now he's fearful that he may not be able to afford further compensation for more damaged vehicles if Toby was allowed to roam free. But he has bought Toby a peahen mate in the hope that it might be able to calm him down so he can come out. But yeah, let's say, free Toby, free Toby, free Toby. He can't help it. He's just a peacock having a good time. He doesn't like cars. He's a green and blue peacock. That's why he's an eco peacock. I think I've done enough damage for today. It was a bit rubbish today, wasn't it? It was a bit rubbish. Wait a minute. Everybody's in. There's at least 8 people in, which is not a party. Thomasin says hi. DJ says it's working. No buzzing. Thank God for that. Thomas says, I don't trust Jemima Bacon. Too much of a risk. Well, again, it's yeah. Make the dog jump. Make the dog jump. Drills, they're coming for us. They're getting through the walls. You alright, Lola? Are you alright? Did it make you jump? Made me jump. Thomas says, I thought the siblings fighting in court was just another run-of-the-mill story, but actually it's more interesting than that. It is, if you read it. I should have gone into detail, but we've only got a little time. Robertson, a shortage of lettuce, tomatoes and cucumbers in winter. In parts of the world we're out of season? Surely not. Indeed, this is what happens when you have unseasonal... Do you remember when you used to have seasonal veg? Do you remember that? Oh, come on. I'm nearly finished. Guys. Come on. I'm nearly done. I'm gonna have to end. Andrew said hi. Oh, Thomas gave me £2, by the way. I got a bit distracted by the drilling. I'm ever so sorry, but the evidence of further generosity. Thomas, you don't have to keep doing it, man. don't have to keep doing it, but if you can, do it regularly. I don't know Thomas's situation. I worry that he's poor and he can't afford anything. Thomas says, oh no, Andrew's in, he says hi. Thomas says, how about you make a sandwich and cook dinner? Well, that doesn't work like that. Where's my sandwich? Ron says, hope you had a great birthday. It was alright. I didn't get my presents, still haven't arrived. So Thomas says, I've no issues with trans, but someone wants to be shoving it into children's faces. Well, it's all funny, isn't it? But they won't let Gary Glitter read in the libraries, would they? No. Or Rolf Harris. Rolf Harris has a good long history working with children, would they? Might win the Turner Prize. Thomas says, rewriting Roald Dahl is cultural vandalism. It's completely needless rubbish. Yeah, but think of all the hurt feelings, you know. So it's the hurt feelings of all the fatties and the ugly people. Guitar Man says, I agree. Guitar Man, who's Guitar Man? This is a new one. Children should be scared. They have to learn that not everything is happiness and roses. Overprotection is no good. Here's a story. When I had the shop, I bought in some Spider-Man stickers, you know, because I like Spider-Man and kids love Spider-Man. I said to the missus, try and get those. They weren't selling. I said, see if you can get the Spider-Man stickers selling, you know. And a kid came in. She went, Spider-Man stickers? And you went, no, Spider-Man's too scary. And this was years ago now. This must have been, you know, how long it was, 12, 13 years ago. So that kid's probably got a family of his own now and is probably just terrified of everything. But yeah, a kid, you know, scared of Spider-Man. Now, Man Spider, you've got to be scared of, because Man Spider fires webbing out of his butt and eats people. Look it up, it's true. Dog cam, indeed. Alexandra's in. He said, hello from Athens, Greece. Pretend I'm working while I'm watching. Oh dear, don't get into trouble. And keep the noise down. Tom says, I'm not that poor. I just worry. You know, when people give me money, I worry that, you know, they're doing not... I'm excited. Oh, guitars from Norway. Hello, Norway. I feel like the Eurovision. And your points, Norway? He's not poor. That's good to know. Well, thank you for your generosity, and thank you for the birthday wishes again. We're still doing that. And I'm going to sod off. It's been noisy, and I've been a bit distracted because I've been fucking around with the computer, and it's really annoying me. I spent the last fortnight copying everything over to an SSD drive and to run it off because my computer's slow, and then it just ends up tanking. So I feel like I've wasted a fortnight. But here we are. I managed to get on, and that was coffee time. Killing the channel, one video at a time. You know, drink it up.